Hi, my name is Tanya Tittle. I am owner and director of training here at Energy Fitness, a personal training studio located downtown Memphis. And this video, I'm going to show you how to do it yourself fitness assessment. So all you need, the equipment that you need is just a piece of paper, and you can write down some stuff. I will have this listed on my website as well, energymemphis.com. I'll do a blog on it. So what you want to do is the date, your age, height, weight. We're going to do resting heart rate, and we don't have calipers, but I'm going to show you an interesting method that I created to see how much body fat that you have, so you can measure that. It's very important, more than just weight. As well as if you have a body fat scale. If you don't have one of those, then you may want to do my little trick for body fat. So we'll write down, as we're measuring different parts, I'll show you, you can write down what we're measuring, and men and women are going to do the same. Except for the women are not going to do the chest. So we'll do push-ups, we'll do a 1 mile walk or run. Obviously you'll do that on your own and not in the video. And then flexibility. So you want to do a post-assessment every 4 to 6 weeks. It's a great way to keep you motivated. So I'm going to start off by telling you or showing you how to do the resting heart rate. So 2 different ways. You need to make sure you have a watch, and you can do these 2 fingers, and you're going to hold right here. Make sure you don't do your thumb. You're going to hold for, and since I can't see my clock, I'll do this side. You're going to hold it for 15 seconds unless you have the time and you want to do 60 seconds. The first beat is going to be a 0. Now I'm standing. If I actually wanted my resting heart rate, I'd be in a sitting position, or first thing when I get out of bed, before I even put my feet on the ground, in a lying position. That's your true resting heart rate. So, but you have to start somewhere, either sitting or lying, and no caffeine 4 hours prior to, and no other medicine and stuff that may affect your heart rate. If you have a blood pressure digital monitor, you can slip that on. If you find that your arm is too large for the cuff, then you can put it on your forearm. Just make sure that it's pointed in the right direction. So those are resting vitals, very important, and as you exercise, those should go down, and those are good health measurement. So let's start in on let me show you what the body fat scale is. So let me get closer and show you. There's a couple different models. This is one that I have from home. We don't use this one on my clients. We sometimes use a handheld one, or I just do the body fat myself so I can pinch all the different areas. But this is a Tanita body fat monitor scale, and it has the athlete mode. I personally like the one with the athlete mode the best. The best time to do weight is in the morning, and the best time to measure body fat is in the afternoon because of hydration levels. So set it to what you're going to do it, and then step on it. It has a little memory, and it measures your, it keeps in your age, your height, and then once you stand on it, you'll be barefooted on the electrodes, and it gives it about 5 seconds, and it'll give you your weight and your body fat. But if you don't have one of those available, and you have this available, so you're going to need to learn how to read in the nearest 1/8 of an inch. So I came up with a method for your body fat and we can't do the tricep. Usually in a normal test we can do your tricep. You're not going to be able to reach around. So we'll just do the abdomen. So we're going to always do the right side of the body. So you do 2 fingers to the right of the belly button, so on your right side. So do like this, and then what you want to do is pinch on either side of the belly. And actually you want to probably pinch with your other hand, so you can, I'm left-handed, so once I have that, then however I pull out, because this is as much as you can pull out, you're going to put a little dot on each side. And that is a nifty way to go in and measure on your abdomen. For me, I'll write down how many inches I got. So on the abdomen, I'll put 2.5. So it's 2.5 inches for me. And then you would do the same for like your hip. You want to find your hip bone. If you're larger and you have a harder time exactly finding your hip bone, lift up your leg, and then it's under there. So what you want to do is right here, and it's a vertical. So this one was straight up and down. This one is going to be more like this, because that's the muscle the oblique that runs this way. So again, just try to figure out where you can pinch the best and then make that mark. Now, is this scientific, the most scientific? No, but it's at least better than just weight alone. So you would take it, measure your 2 ink marks, write that down, and then let's do one more, which is the thigh. So what we're gonna do on the thigh is we're gonna use this pinky, and you're gonna come all the way up. So you're gonna do your hands like this, and right where your thumb is, you're gonna pinch the thumb and the forefinger, and we're gonna pinch. And you're trying to pinch not real wide, because obviously that's not accurate. You're gonna pinch like this, and again mark, and then measure. So that's at least one way to do it. All right, so the next, moving on to the measurements. Now the men are gonna do the chest. You guys are gonna just take it behind you, and then run sideways here. And then make sure that you're not pulling it too tight, and not, breathing out. So preferably you get it on there and then put at least one arm down to the side. All right, and then women and men, you're both gonna do this next one. So depending on where you're smallest, if you can stand in front of a mirror and see eyeball the smallest part of you, I think this is the smallest part of me, you're doing the same thing. So that's your waist. Not your true waist, but what we're calling in the fitness world your waist. Now, if I were you, I would, once you get that measurement, remember that number and then measure so many inches up from the belly button. So as you lose weight, if you have any rolls that you're trying to get rid of, things shift around before they go away. So you want to make sure that you're motivated and it's the right. So measure up and write that number down, how many inches up. So the next one would be measuring all the way around right at the belly button. So same thing, don't pull too hard, don't be trying to suck in. So we'll write that one down, and then hips, feet together, make sure your feet are together and you're in the middle back there. If you're wearing real thick shorts, you want to make sure that you fold them over. And each time you do your post assessment again, try to make sure you're wearing the same thing. So you get that, and then we'll do each thigh. So now this time we're going to be on the leg that we're measuring. So we're going to go put the 0 at the top of the knee up to 7 inches. So if you have a pen, you can write a little, like a little dot, and then put all your weight on it, and make sure it's even, and measure it there, and write it down. And you'll do the same thing with the other leg. So, and then we've got push-ups. So if you feel like you can do full push-ups, by all means do full push-ups. So for the men or the women that can do, hands are going to be all the way past your shoulders, like shoulder width apart. Nose has to be over your fingertips. So if you try to do this, that's more shoulders. And then try to touch your nose and come up. Try not to do this. So the test is as many as you can do without taking a break. For the women, or if you're a man just starting out and you don't feel like you can do the full ones, get a blanket, put your knees on it, make sure you're not poking your butt up in the air, and just go for as many as you can. There's no time limit. You're just going for as many as you can without taking a break. And then write that down. So while I'm down here, I'll tell you flexibility. So you're going to want to take your shoes off. It's more accurate. And you also have to do 2 warm-up stretches. So we'll do this stretch right here, and you're going to hold it for about 10 seconds. Just for the sake of this test, of the video, I won't hold it 10 seconds. You'll do this on each side, and then you'll do one more stretch, which is this, and you feel it stretching in the lower back. So once you have that, then have your measuring tape. You're going to put your feet 12 inches apart, and go ahead and pull this, so you can kind of throw it that way, because the 15-inch mark is going to be right at your heels. So my legs are 12 inches apart. You want to pull your butt cheeks out from underneath you so you're not sitting on your hamstrings. Make sure you're lined up. You get 3 chances. We'll take the highest measurement, one hand on top of the other, and make sure, you might even want to move this over to the side so you don't put your hands on it. You have to touch the floor. And you have to pause. Ready? And hold it. Look at what you got. And you get 2 more chances. Each time, typically, you're going to get more and more. So push. All right. So that's flexibility. So then you'll get your shoes back on, and you'll go for a run, a 1 mile run walk, and then hopefully you'll do it again in 4 to 6 weeks. Let me know if you have any questions. You can visit our website at energymemphis.com or give us a call at 901-523-2348. Thanks and good luck.